Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. You know what time it is? It is time for Proverbs chapter 23, our daily wisdom dive. Now, this chapter continues on towards the 30 wisdom sayings, picking up right where chapter 22 left off, and contains wisdom sayings numbers 6 through 18. Now, I would encourage you to take a look at this chapter whenever you can because there's a lot that you could pull away from it. The bulk of this chapter, though, focuses on things that we shouldn't do. So, really, you could say the theme of the chapter is do not warnings. And I'm just going to talk about a very few important ones that I think should be discussed here. Chapter 23 starts off with the sixth wisdom saying, do not be deceived. A generous invitation from an influential person is not always as it seems at face value. A rich person does not usually do favors for free. Now, I know that invitation seems sincere and you may become overwhelmed with excitement at the invitation, but do not become so overwhelmed and lost in the atmosphere of power and luxury that it sways your judgment. Don't take advantage of the host's generosity. Don't go indulging and consuming everything in sight. Be careful, they're watching you, even though it doesn't look like it. Greed and gluttony are dangerous and they put you in situations that you would not otherwise be in, like making promises that you would not normally make, or just overall acting in a way that's not normally who you are. The moral of the story here is to curb your appetite and control yourself. Wisdom saying number 7 is another good one. It reminds us that we should not pursue wealth. Now, a lot of proverbs have talked about hard work, and as part of the reward for hard work is wealth. And nothing is inherently wrong with wealth. However, number 7 reminds us that we should not become overwhelmed and tire ourselves in the pursuit of wealth. Be wise and know when to quit. Really give thought to the reason and the driving force behind your pursuit of it. Wealth, it grows wings and flies away. Basically, it vanishes in the blink of an eye. Wisdom saying number 9, do not waste your time trying to talk to fools. Now, that doesn't mean that we should ignore them or treat them poorly. All it's saying is do not waste your time trying to talk some good sense into them because they're only going to hate you for it. Trying to talk good sense into a fool is like tossing pearls before a pig. They just don't understand the value of it. Number 11 is another good one. Do not neglect wisdom, but always pursue it. Not only should we receive wisdom, but it should always be actively applied to our lives. Give your ear to instructions and apply your heart to knowledge. Do not disregard disciplining your children. Now, I'm not just talking about the good old butt whooping here, although that's beneficial as well. I'm talking about correction in general. Correcting your child is good for the child and it saves them from many destructions. Wisdom number 12 is another good one, especially for those of us who love to compare our lives to that of others and we're wondering what's going on in theirs that's not going on in ours and vice versa. Do not be jealous of sinners. They may look like they're having fun and that everything is working out great for them in their lives and that they're not even being punished for anything wrong that they do. But trust me, punishment is coming. Instead, focus on your priority with your relationship with God and serving Him all day, every day, because there is hope for a future for you, both in this life and the next. Do not ignore or treat your parents badly. Listen to the words and advice of your father and give your mom the special attention and care that she needs, especially in her old age. A child who's wise and lives right brings joy to the hearts of a parent. They are glad to see that a child is living according to the instructions and the discipline and advice that they've given them. And not only does it bring joy to the hearts of the parent, but it's beneficial to the child as well because it brings blessings with it. Now, the chapter brings it full circle with food and drink. It started off with wisdom saying number 6 about food and drink, and it wraps up with wisdom saying number 18 about food and drink as well. That drives home the importance of the impact of food and drink on our lives. And wisdom number 18 is a good one, especially in a society that is so bamboozled with drugs and alcohol. Wisdom number 18 reminds us that we should avoid intoxication, and it talks about the dangers and misery of abusing alcohol. Alcohol, or drugs in general, seems pleasing in many ways. Its taste, its smell, the way that it makes you feel. But it's also a hidden trap that comes with the sting of many dangers like sorrow, complaints, bruises, quarrels, and just overall countless tragedies in the abuser's life. Now, this is not to say that you can't enjoy alcohol. There are many instances in the Bible itself where Christ himself was around wine and used wine. But here it's just driving home the importance of not becoming drunk. The person who abuses it is always in denial of the negative impacts that it's having on their life. Yeah, that hangover that they had yesterday, forget about it. They're just on to seeking the next opportunity to overindulge. And this is just another reminder to have good restraint and self-control. Just like the chapter began with a wisdom saying towards proper restraint and self-control, it wraps up the chapter with the same reminder. Restrain yourself and have proper self-control. So that's my quick rundown of Proverbs chapter 23. Let me know what stood out to you and join me here tomorrow where we take our dive into Proverbs chapter 24. Bye, guys.